Now, former South African President Jacob Zuma has again gotten a postponement in his criminal case. Today, Zuma was meant to appear in the Pietermaritzburg High Court, but submitted a doctor's note saying he is unwell. His lawyers argued for a postponement, saying they are still fighting to have the main prosecutor removed from the case. Joining me now is South African journalist and editor Dianne Hawker. Dianne, thank you very much for your time. You watched the proceedings, among other issues in South Africa. Let's quickly talk about this case has been postponed again. So what was the argument from the Zuma team this time around?
Good evening. I'm sure the last time that you and I spoke about this case, we were also talking about an issue of postponement. The Zuma legal team has been working quite significantly to try and have the lead prosecutor in this case, Billy Downer, removed. It's made that argument in the High Court in Pietermaritzburg and has tried to make the same argument at the Supreme Court of Appeal, which is the second highest court in the land. The Supreme Court of Appeal initially dismissed the application, saying that it didn't believe that there was a prospect for success. However, the Zuma legal team has written to the judge president of that court to say that there are issues that deserve to be heard in open court, and they would like their matter heard. So the matter now rests with that judge, the judge of the Supreme Court of Appeal. And the argument that was essentially made in the High Court was because a higher court has not made a final decision on the issue, the proceedings at the lower court can't continue. Judge Pitkun did note that, obviously this case has been postponed many times, but he did actually side with the Zuma team in this case, saying that he was actually inclined to postpone the case. And as a result of that, the case was postponed.
Now let's talk about the prosecution debate. Were they happy with this argument?
No, certainly not. The prosecution has been complaining about the strategy used by the Zuma legal team. They've referred to it as Stalingrad tactics. Today, they were also accused of making up arguments as well as of delaying the case. Now, Zuma has said numerous times that he wants his day in court, but at the same time, he's also brought numerous applications to have his day in court postponed. And that's been an issue of great frustration for the prosecution in this case.
And Judge Pete Cohen agreed with Zuma's argument and the case was postponed. You want to tell us more about this?
Yes, absolutely. Now, the way that the postponement actually took place is a bit unusual in that Judge Pitkun decided to do a provisional postponement to the 17th of May, hoping that the Supreme Court of Appeal will have actually dealt with the case by then. But then he's also said that he's also put a court date of the 31st of May as a potential date for the actual trial to begin. So the different lawyers will return to court on the 17th and basically do an assessment of where things stand. And if the Supreme Court of Appeal has made a final decision, then the case will actually continue on the 31st. And if not, then a new date will be set.
And there looks like a busy day in court because there was another case in South Africa's court today, the murder case of former Bafana soccer player Senzo Mayiwa. What happened in that case, if you will?
Yes, absolutely. That's been a very big case in South Africa and one that hopefully we can bring you more updates on going forward. Senzo Mayiwa was murdered about 8 years ago in 2014. So it's taken quite a long time for there to be any justice brought in this matter. There are 5 men who are standing accused in this case. They've all told the court that they intend to plead not guilty. And in today's proceedings where the trial was supposed to begin, some of the defense lawyers told the court that they had recently received new information from the prosecution, new witness statements that they needed time to go over with the different accused. And as a result, the case was postponed to tomorrow. It's still not clear whether it will get fully underway tomorrow. This case has of course, also been taking quite a while to get to court. But I think one thing that has definitely brought more attention to this matter is that Netflix recently released a documentary looking at the circumstances around this murder, and that has sort of reignited interest in what happened.
Well, Dianne Hawker, many thanks for your time.
Thank you.